The most important things you guys will ever say in your life are the things you say to yourself. Every single one of us has a little voice in our head that we get a narrative from. And if you're sitting here right now going, I don't have a little voice in my head, yeah, guess who just said that? Yeah, it's the little voice in your head. So you just have to know that. But you have to learn how to talk to yourself in a compassionate way. Now you guys are alphas, like you are elite student athletes. That's why you're here. You're great at what you do. And it's been my experience that usually coincides with being very self-critical. In fact, most of you are probably harder on yourselves than you're harder on each other. And it's not that I don't want you holding yourself to a high standard. I absolutely want you holding yourself to a high standard, but I want you, and I keep saying it over and over, give yourself the grace and space to be compassionate and empathetic with yourself. It very rarely is the best thing to do when you're feeling low is to be even more critical and pile it on. That's usually the last thing you'd want to do. So what I recommend you do, in this case, Mia, if you're feeling flustered, how would you talk to Fliss if she was feeling flustered and she's your teammate and your friend? You probably wouldn't be very critical of her. You wouldn't make her feel worse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd probably let her know, hey, I got your back. It's okay that you're feeling flustered. That's a huge, we got this. Well, learn to talk to yourself the same way you would talk to a teammate. And that's what being a great teammate is all about. And that's really hard to do. But that self-talk is, again, that's another one of these massive life skills that has so much utility. But learn to talk to yourself in a kind, compassionate way. And that's not being soft. That's not being weak. Still hold yourself to an unbelievable standard. You can still talk to yourself in a very firm way. No one's saying that we have to be all Pollyanna and everything's okay. It's just saying, in this moment, making myself feel worse by being critical or feeling shameful or feeling guilty is not going to make things better. I tell you what, you get that skill right, you're going to live a great life. Regardless of whether you're Ivy League champs or not. You just get that one puzzle piece in place, and I'm telling you, it solves almost everything. Most people allow how they feel to run their lives. They let that run the show, and you don't want that. Because as I told you guys yesterday, we don't control our thoughts, and we actually don't control our feelings. Like, you don't consciously get mad when you miss a shot. It just comes up. It's innate. But we do control the behaviors, and that's the part. We can't ever pass the keys to the car over to our feelings. Inconsistent people are the ones that behave based on how they feel, based on their mood. If you're only a good teammate when you're in a good mood, guess what? You're not a good teammate. You have to be a good teammate regardless of how you feel. One of the most valuable skill sets you can develop in life is the ability to regulate your emotions. Being mad that you missed a wide open jump shot from the elbow is okay. Jogging back on defense with bad body language is not okay. The emotion is fine, the behavior is not. So we have to learn how to separate those two things. And the terminology we use is standard over feelings. Learn to live your life to a standard. Don't live your life based on your feelings. Lots of times people think stoicism or being stoic means you suppress or ignore your feelings. That's not the case. It means you don't let them dictate your behavior. That's the point that we need to get to.